Why do we do the things that we do? Would you like to know why you are attracted to a certain kind of guys over and over again and not another type? Why do you decide to go to the gym 3 times a week, but then after the second month, you feel your willpower is gone? Would you like to know why do you eat chips or loads of ice cream in bed before sleeping? Or why do you drink soda instead of water, even knowing that's not good for you in the long term for your health? In this video, I'm gonna share with you how our minds are wired and why do we do many things that we do, and how our mental health challenges rise up and keep going on and on and on, and we have this internal conflict. I've been studying a lot in my training to become a coach, and there is something so interesting that I've learned that I really want to share with you. It's about those conflicts when you are pulled and pulled, when you want to do something but you are struggling with yourself not to do it, and you find 1,000 reasons not to do it even when you want it so much. So if you want to know why and understand, and even more, if you want to stop doing this and becoming a whole person and take your mental brain, your intelligence takes over everything, then stick with me until the end of this video. You are going to take the control of your life back. Hi there, gorgeous souls, and welcome back to my channel. I am Barbara. I'm a spiritual coach, and in this video I'm going to share with you the 3-brain theory. The science behind the 3 brains, our head, heart and gut, and how they work. You will understand how to control your threat and drive systems and generate a sense of calm, comfort, peace and resilience, so you can be more free to choose how you respond to challenging emotions. So if you want to stop acting like crazy for peanuts, if you want to stop emotions such as anger or other negative emotions such as sadness, loneliness, if you want to make your life easier and also the lives of the people who's got to be there with you, and stop anxiety, harsh judgments, criticism, if you want another outcome for your life and remain in peace no matter what happens around you, watch this video. Evolution is a powerful force that continues to shape and develop our bodies, our brains. Indeed, human brain has evolved in a clever way that gives us control and ability that no other species have. On the other hand, we can become triggered by unwanted anxieties about the future, haunted about pains in our past, and when we think about some things, it's like they have the trigger to the pain of what's going on right now. So what can we do? It all comes down to the 3-brain theory. We are the most evolved species in the planet, but sometimes we act like lizards. And why is that? Why do we make some things that are illogical? When thinking about the general evolutions of humans, we compare ourselves to the chimp-like ancestors. But when it comes to the specific evolution of the human brain, which gives us the power of thought, logic, imagination, empathy, morality, we must share school space with our ancient brain equipment that has more to do with the lizards. Here by the back of the head, we have the reptilian or the lizard or primal brain. That is the structure in control of our innate and automatic self-preserving behavior patterns, our survival kit. The primal brain is also in charge of the 4 F's: feeding, fighting, fleeing, and reproduction. You thought I was going to use the F word? No. Familiar things are usually seen as safe and preferable, while unfamiliar things are threatened with suspicion. About the lizard brain, although this might have been very helpful when we had to fight a saber-toothed tiger or an elephant, now in modern times, we have to deal with other situations. And those memories still triggers us to fight or fight. So when we are anxious about trying to solve our future problems or having pain of the past, this is complete and incompatible with threat, but we still act as we are threatened. When the lizard brain ends hijacking us in all those situations, and even worse, we cannot solve the problem and we become the problem and the target of our threat system, acting as an enraged bull. And that's not okay. Of course not. We are in the 21st century. We cannot act like this anymore. We have to be in charge and in control of our emotions and think before speak. Breathe before we act. On the top of this brain and including it, there is a new one developed when we started to take care of the babies and walk in group. It's the mammalian brain. It's about emotions like fear, anxiety, loves. What motivates us to take care of the young, for example. Feeling emotional pleasure is like feeling physical pleasure. It's the emotional brain. It is found in most mammals and allows us to emotionally connect the things and more simply having fight and fight responses. It's involved with learning, memory. It's developed so we can begin to live in family. Now, my neighbor is doing something there, working. Oh, he's so cute. He's 80 years old and he's always working. And he's so kind and nice. And finally, on top of that, when we developed into more higher complex beings, we have the logical brain, the neocortex with dense neurons. We are able to process abstract ideas. It's the rational, mental, logical brain. We can imagine, create the future, understand abstract ideas, symbols, concepts. Now, the three brains is the brain that only humans in this planet completely have. Apes in our ancestors also have, but a little smaller. The logical brain is the most understood brain, and it's often thought as the most important and does most of the things. However, what most people don't know is that the three of them don't work very good together. They don't talk to each other very well. They fight with each other, and some things are irrational when we have to make logical decisions. We have those three brains, but they don't play very well together. For example, when you have a physical drive that may conflict with your emotions and convictions, you may conflict, and that it's not good for you. If you feel the craving to eat chips when you are in the couch, emotionally, you may feel guilty for that. And in your mind, you know that's bad for you. So you are pushed and pulled in three different directions. Which brain is it going to win? Every internal conflict is also a conflict between our three brains. They conflict in our daily lives, and by default, without a lot of effort, pulling control of yourself in the most primitive ways. This is the reason why we have these internal conflicts. That's why also some people make silly decisions, chasing the love of our lives, like doing crazy things, and when they are there, we take for granted. And we chase the same people over and over again. Now, when we realize that those three brains have three different drives, we can understand and learn with them and take over. Train our brains to respond differently. Stop our brains from talking over when a situation happens, and we think about what's going to be good for us and to other people in a long-term run. So when we have these internal conflicts, we have to acknowledge it. We have to think, what's going on? I want to do something, but I feel this resistance. Why? Zoom out. Take yourself out of this situation mentally. Take a step back and watch the situation as if you are watching a stranger. Take deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Be in control of it. Don't react. Don't say mean things that you really don't mean. Some people say that we shouldn't go to bed when we have a fight without resolving the conflict. I think differently. I think we have to first go to bed and cool down and let the time help us cool down. Think over, what do I want? Do I love this person? Do I want them in my life? Is this really important? Pick up your fights. Pick up your battles. Don't fight for small things, for peanuts. Breathe. Act with rationality. Be in charge of yourself in all situations. Think of what's good, not only for you, but for everybody. Yes or yes? If you've liked this video, if you found it interesting, if you've learned something, please put a like. Right here down in the comments, when do you have conflicts and how are you going to solve it? And if you like this video, I invite you to watch this one. In this video, I teach you how to rewrite your story, to become in charge of your life, how to change things completely and begin from scratch. Click in it and I see you there. Okay?